What's up guys, welcome back to Railway Empire 2 and we are currently on the Bella Italia DLC and this is part number 3 where we need to decide which region we're going to access. Now for me, I think we're going to go to the Calabria region. That's just something I need to purchase. I'm just waiting for more trains to arrive. And then we can see our task list. Ooh, there's options for another business here as well. What would be ideal? Something like a sawmill would be. Oh, do you know what? We're going to put a sawmill there, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Right, so we can purchase a bond. Let's take out a bond and let's get that purchased.
Security agents from that firm say that their boss is very interested in our locomotives. He wants us to use them to boost the growth in his territory. I may not quite comprehend how we keep going from employer to contractor, but it can't hurt to get on his good side. Besides, this region has lush fruit plantations. Let's get our hands on their produce and import it to our home.
Okay, so let's check our task. So, when life gives you lemons, transport 100 passengers from Potenza to Castellvillari, which is there. That's easy. Let's just pause it for a second. Connect 11 cities to your railway network. We're only up to 5 currently. Yeah, so that's going to cost us quite a bit. Deliver 8 loads of citrus fruits from the Calabria region to Basilicata. So that's not too bad. We can deliver it from there through there to Potenza. Yeah, that's pretty easy. And reach 200,000 citizens in this region. Okay, so first off, I think we should put... Well, we need to put a train station here. And then we need to look at a business venture for here. Let's go pasta. Let's go pasta. It's a staple, isn't it? Yeesh. And let's get rocking and rolling with this. Hold on. Do we want the train station facing? Let's get the train station facing the other way first. Let's try that again. Let's put a train station here. So we can connect on our way to it. So that is the right thing to do. The only problem being now is the amount it's probably going to cost us to get connected properly. It's probably not going to. It might not be too bad actually. Do a bit of weaving. ha. It's not impossible, guys. It's not cheap, but not impossible. So let's get press in play, because that's 295 to do that. And we should see good profits coming now from our businesses as well, because we've got a few businesses that we've purchased. The next thing would be milk, bringing milk in here. How long have we got to get the... Oh, we've got a few years to get the cities connected. We're also not seeing any bonuses though either for getting cities connected, which is a bit of a shame. Yeesh. Some rail network this, guys, and we've literally only double lined the main connection through all these cities, which is it's hard work, I'm not gonna lie. We clearly probably haven't got enough trains running, but on the other hand, it's more to the point that we just don't have the tracks to do the right amount of work either. Money is extremely slow in this scenario. So let's get so many trains that are just sitting in these very small stations, and it's making it hard work. Oh, well, nice. We just got a bonus for an express route. So I think we've got a lot of time to get these jobs done. I'm not saying that's like you know, it's better to get the jobs done quicker, but also I think it's better for us to be increasing the lines, keeping the trains running a lot better, rather than, you know, if they're getting all crowded coming into the stations, they're not getting emptied quick enough. So I think starting to double up some lines will really make a difference. So I think that's what we're going to start doing here between Rome as the cash keeps coming in. We'll just start making some adjustments to the lines little by little. Right, so that now gives us a chance to change that so it's just freight. And then we do a new rail line between there. Just do it little by little, guys. We've got enough time, I think. That was Christmas Day. So the next track, of course, will be up to Naples. And we've fulfilled 42 out of the 100 for that. Just going to take its time, guys. Just doing what it needs to do. And I'm okay with that at the minute, if I'm honest. I'm completely okay with it. Okay, so for now, we'll just take it down to one train. Why would it go? Ah, hold on. So that's better. So let's get our next a little bit connected. Check on our express line. Yeah, so just one train's absolutely fine for now. We get the feeling we can increase that. Slowly getting the lines there. Two milk trains actually, that guys. Let's just check what we've got in this warehouse. So wood, nothing. That's because it's waiting for goods, but yeah, it probably doesn't need wood so much.
You have just started the passenger traffic. Magnifico!
Wheat 0. So let's get another. How many trains have we got running on this wheat line? So let's get a second train. On that. And then let's just put a little cheapy passing point on that. What about olives? Maybe we should increase the olive train to 2 as well. Veg ain't doing too bad, guys. So we've got a few more trains now running. That's going to give us a bit more cash. Definitely. Let's start our next bit. We've done that bit from there to there, so from there to there, of course, isn't cheap either. Let's just have again a cheeky look in the warehouse here. So milk's definitely starting to come in. Grapes. Grapes. So it's coming from Palumbo Rest, isn't it? Or is it? Where would it be coming from for grapes if it's not there? Why have we put grapes in the warehouse here at Naples? We could put wheat there. Let's check our wheat train. So let's edit that and make it 2. And again on this one, just a cheeky little passing point. Do it over the water tower. Like that. So that gives us more wheat going into Naples. We're almost there with the double line all the way, guys. We can sort out the trains then, so that we've got more goods running. So good. don't know what's going on with Latina because it doesn't seem to be creating as much wine as I'd like, and it certainly doesn't seem to be taking as many grapes as I'd like. It's definitely got the grape supply. Let's keep pressing play and see how much our next line is going to cost us. Yeah, we need to move that to that line from this one. Look at all these trains waiting. This is why we need to increase it. To 4 stations. That's 4 lines. Thing is, I don't want to delete this track at the minute, because if I delete this track, then we'll be losing all of these trains. All that money. This is why growth isn't as good, or not growth, but cash isn't growing as much as it wants, because trains are just getting completely clogged up. Too many trains waiting. So just for now, let's demolish the maintenance depot and get these trains running through here. Ooh, that was worth 51k. Let's just get all these. Look at all these trains arriving. Yeah, we need to get these trains arriving and gone so that we can make the money before I start. Look how much the money's going up now that the trains are actually coming in. let's start making some headway on this. Just gonna have to deal with it for a minute. What have we got running now? So it's got Rome to Naples. Let's edit that so it sits on this line here. So Rome, Naples. Where's waypoint 1? That should now do that, and we'll edit that so it's freight. And let's just double check it goes all the way down that line. Yep, we're good. Then we've got Naples to Latina. So let's edit that. So it sits on there. And that will be freight. And then we do, so let's do Naples to Latina Express, and it needs to be that train. And then Naples. Actually, do you know what? It wouldn't hurt to, let's just delete that train. And let's delete that train. So what we'll do is we'll go Naples all the way to Latina and all the way to Rome as an express line. Let's put 4 trains express. Let's do that. So that's now got a cracking connection all the way to Rome doing express. And then we've got separate lines for goods. So we've got Naples to Latina and Naples to Rome. And that could probably edit it to go 3 trains now. And they're actually pretty chunky too. So we'll just see how that works out. And then we'll do Rome to Latina. Okay, so we'll see how that works. What have we got going on here? We've got a breakdown. So let's delete that train. And then let's get a maintenance depot here. So, yes, we've not connected any more stuff to the rail network at the minute. We are currently... Oh, yes, let's get that. Get that reconnected. And that is a goods line, so that is fine. Okay, so we get that reconnected and running. And then our next venture will be to push further up to there, and then we can we need to get more cities. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would take us to 10. So if we got that one as well, that would be 11 connected. That's not going to be cheap, is it? Let's face it. But what we've got here now is a cracking network to begin with up to Naples. And I think we're going to see a lot more money running now. Because these express trains are going to be a lot more money for us. And then we'll also put our maintenance depot back there for now. I wonder if we'll take more grapes now or not. Okay, right. So that's growing nicely. That stops growing for now, and that's fine. So that's actually veg, isn't it? Not fruit. The fruit's up there. Nice, we've got a new express route. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, okay, so I didn't see that coming, guys. Oh, I don't think we have much of a choice there. Funky track. let's just get a train running for now. And then we can sort all this out as and when. They're actually running nice and busy there, so let's get that up to 6. God, this is so slow. We need to warehouse here realistically. Money is so unbelievably slow, guys. We're paying. We're paying for something. I don't know what it is. Protection or something. Try and run it across the side. That express line's doing us pretty well there, guys, so let's get that up to 6 trains. So this is definitely a lot more difficult than on the previous part. But we're going to get connected all the way through to here. We're going to do it. Just taking its time. Keep an eye on bonds. So currently I think we've got, what, one train running between there? Two? And one train running between. So let's edit that to 2 trains. Slowly, guys, we are. We're doing it slowly. Of course, I'd like to be able to get the other side of Naples complete as well, but we need to keep progressing and expanding our rail line all the way down. Warehouse and stuff like that. Actually get some goods running between these cities to make them all grow. God, this is an awkward one. Put that back up to 2. Let's keep moving forward. So yeah, another city connected. So we don't think we've got any trains on here apart from. So let's get. Two trains running on there. Ooh, ooh. We took a big loss, guys. We took a big loss. we just can't take any bonds out at all. But we're up to 9 out of the cities done. And the thing is, obviously, once we've got trains running to each one of these cities, and we haven't got to expand our line further, we can actually then just start making the money. We will make the money. We will provide the goods. Get another train running on there. Every train is a bonus, isn't it? Every train's extra cash. I just can't believe how far we've come to not really see any growth in cash, at least. I mean, I thought we'd have had maybe a good 2 million by now, but it just seems that we are eating away at it so unbelievably quickly. So we're going to have to warehouse here. We can warehouse here because we can put wheat and wood there. See, the problem is there's not a great deal of commodities down here. So these cities aren't going to be massively fantastic for us to grow. We've got milk. So we're going to warehouse here anyway. So here we put wheat, milk, fruit, and citrus. And what we might have to do is just run. We might have to run veg down here as well, maybe. To I don't know. Definitely got a warehouse. Certain places to get goods moving between these cities and get money growing. So what's that? That's got meat and wine. So let's get a new rail line between there and there. Let's get 2 on that one. Okay, so we're up to 10 out of the 11 cities. We just need to get that one. If we get that one connected, and then we can just delete that. That won't be an issue once we've got the once we've got it constructed. So let's just see if we can do that. As cheap as possible. Okay, so then we can literally demolish that straight away. Because we have achieved that. So the next thing is, let's start warehousing. Let's start getting goods moving. So in here, let's put our warehouse. So we've got wheat. Milk and citrus fruits for now. So Put that to 2 trains. We should now start seeing some real money moving, guys. We haven't got to expand the way we've just been expanding, so we can now focus on getting our cities to grow. So let's now get that to 4 trains. Yeah, well, that's up to 90,000. What would be ideal there? Cheese. Cheese. A cheese factory would be ideal there, guys. Just do it right on the outskirts here. And for now, what we'll do, we'll run it in. We'll run it in double line so that we can. It will expand later. Right, I feel like we are at least moving in the right direction now. So I'm not sure what business would work there. Olive oil. Yeah, olive oil could work there as well, because we can move olives from there downwards. We are still working towards our targets, guys, but taking control of some of these businesses is also kind of key. So olives should be fairly easy to run in. say that, but say that track section's too tight. So we can now get olives moving from there to there. A couple of trains and we'll warehouse olives there as well, guys. Better we are now. We're starting to see some growth. Might not see any growth this side as of yet, but we need to work section by section and get the goods moving into each one. So move that. Still have the opportunity here to put a business as well. Oh dear, yeah, something tells me we're not going to be running it from there. Okay, so the next venture will be the citrus fruit. Okay, so that will now allow us to get citrus fruit moving from here to here, and that should work on the next task. And now we just need to focus realistically on getting all these growing as soon as possible. So that's got meat, so that's going to need pigs. So let's do a new rail line from there to there. So we're going to put grapes, olives there. And that's a cheeky little one that will bring both. Run it in from this side, because that's the end of the line realistically, isn't it? Until we go across to Sicily. Put a warehouse there with wood. Okay, right. So we're not seeing citrus fruit being taken as of yet, but I think we will. It's a very, very complicated network, this, guys. Very difficult A very, very difficult scenario this, I'm not going to lie. Can't say I'm overly enjoying it. But we can now take another bond. Still not seeing any citrus fruits being taken. We are slowly though starting to see goods moving. So I reckon we put pasta there as well. Okay, so that should help now give wheat to a couple of the cities. What I am thinking here is that let's delete that rail line. Let's delete that rail line and have a new one that goes between these three, so that we can get a supply of goods between these three. Okay, so now we've got 4 trains there, and then potentially we delete that rail line. Delete that rail line, and then a new rail line that goes between those three. So again, we get a good supply of goods between the three of them as well. Brilliant. Oh, we've got citrus fruits running. Lots of them. Let's up that to 6. Okay, that's grown again as well. So wooden grapes. Oh, do you know what? That might be a cracking place for a cheeky business there, distillery. And we'll get grapes running into it very soon. So let's make a save. Okay, so I think what we should do is work on this line between Naples, Salerno and Potenza now. So I reckon let's take out the next bond, and let's focus on doing this line so we can get trains running the way we want to between here. I don't think this is going to take that much money. Now what we'll do is we'll leave goods on the current line, and then let's make sure we're doing section by section right, and then we'll make this express. So actually not massively expensive, which is great. And let's make sure we put our 4 gridirons in at the cities, not at the goods lines. And then what we'll do is we'll reevaluate our train lines that are currently running. This might be the expensive one, but in turn we should get a much better flow of goods between these cities. So let's just see if we can get this right. It's going to be that. Oh, we can. Look at that. So for some reason it didn't do it at the station, but we've got it. Okay, so let's get our gridiron there. Now let's just have a press play and just see what trains we've got running. So we've got Naples to Potenza. Let's delete that line, and then we've got Salerno to Naples, so let's also delete that line. So let's go new rail line, Naples, and we want it to go down that line to Salerno, and then stay on that line all the way to Potenza, back on that line, thank you very much, to Salerno, and we're going to make that freight, and we're going to put 6 on that. Okay, and then we'll put a new rail line that goes from Naples, we'll do it down this line to Salerno, down this line to Potenza, and then back again, and we'll run that as 4 express. We'll just do 4 for now. This is going to turn around in in a station somewhere.
Exquisite goods of the highest quality. Good job.
Okay, right. So now that gives us goods trains running between these 3, and also express trains running between these 3. So now let's get grapes running in, because grapes are going to be important for growth in this city. Ooh, wow. So we need to try and do it as cheap as possible, guys. I'm not spending tons and tons of money just getting grapes in. Ooh, wow. I might be spending a bit of money getting grapes in. And do you know what? It's only going to be a couple of trains, so not too worried about it running in on the express line, if I'm completely honest. So let's go with a new rail line between there and there, and let's go minimum of 8 wagons. Let's go 2 trains and a supply tower. Brilliant. brilliant. So that should help with that. And we've got, we need a supply tower there for that one. So we're now looking at growth between each of these cities, not all of them. That's still missing something. What are these trains taking on here? They are taking a good supply of goods, so funny enough, where's that got olives from? Oh, yeah, olives are up there, aren't they? So there is a good supply of goods running between them cities, and a good supply of goods running between these ones. We're up to 180,000, so not too worried about these now. They're all running and working. Now Potenza is the one that we need to get milk to, but that was quite the journey from up there, wasn't it? So let's have a look at what we can do to get this down the mountain at the cheapest sort of rate going. That's quite nice. It's cheap. And we might just have to run, unfortunately, in on the express line as well. As much as I don't want to, it's only going to be, again, 2 trains. Waiting for goods. Right, brilliant, yeah. Okay, so let's warehouse milk here as well, and then that way we know the train should start running. Yeah, look at that, boom. Okay, right. That's actually grown really quickly and really nicely. That's growing. That's now growing. That's not. What does that need that we haven't supplied it with? It needs wood, it needs wheat, and it needs pasta. How many trains have we got running on here? 2. I think we'll be okay, guys. I think they're going to take the time to grow, of course. And to be fair, look, there's wheat there as well, so we could help ourselves a little bit more and run a bit more wheat in. Let's just leave it for now. Leave it for now. They are all growing, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much. What's going on there? What have we got here? Oh, 2 extra. Don't want that running. So on there we've got 4. Do you know what? We're going to up that. Let's double that to 8. And on this one we've got 6. And they're all actually running really strong. And I like the fact that we've double lined all the way to Potenza now. And the next sort of like real connection would probably be from Naples up through here, because we're going to be heading up to that region. So I think we should start making progress on that now. I know we decided that, well, I decided that that connection wasn't viable earlier. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't look like a viable sort of, oh, what is that? Yeah, that's going to be a dirty line. What if we try and pull it this side of the track, this side of the mountain, and maybe, wow. That is really not a nice station, guys, to have to connect to. So let's try. Try a different approach. Actually, do you know what might be an absolute fantastic idea? Is if we run through there as well. We'll do that while we can afford it, guys, and then we'll go. Make sure we just run freight on one side. Let's earn some money back and keep working at that. Wine doesn't seem to be coming this way. Cheese and that drink as well, and then we've got no clothes, no citrus fruits, nothing like that coming this way. And we've got citrus fruits up here. I think that's going to be quite a journey, though, to get that.
Calabria has experienced an economic transformation. The firm is very pleased. Through our sweat and our blood, those criminals have gained both money and influence. For that, they will forgo our protection money payments. Well, this security business, it's a bit sketchy. But they want us to get the local industry under our control for them. But in exchange, they want to relieve us of our dues. Well, actually, that was my plan to begin with. Additionally, we can transport the local goods to other regions to make more money. All right, to work! The Familia, which is what our employers apparently refer to themselves as, is very pleased with our work. In exchange for us allowing them to use our factories, they want to stop withholding portions of our freight transports in the future.
Okay, so guys, that is going to be the end of this part. We have now completed that. So the next bit is Tutto per Iunica, where we'll be connecting the city of Bari to your home city of Rome. Deliver 16 goods of clothing from the Apulia region to the Basilicata region. So that's going to be quite possible, and reach 220,000 citizens in the Apulia region, and own a total of 6 industry and business, which we've already got. Let's just see what's got no. Supply tower. So the next purchase, of course, is going to be. Oh, we've got a business opportunity there. Oh, they're all growing now, guys. They're all growing. Our next big purchase, of course, is going to be this region, 1.6 million, and then we're going to have to let's get that purchase now, and then we're going to have to grow some money to get moving, guys. We got wood moving on this line. Waiting for goods. Wow, okay. You'd have thought, being that it's making both that drink and cheese. Clothes. Clothes seems to be a problem in this region. Right, yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video, guys. That is part 3 done and dusted. Let's move on to part 4. I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.